Check them off like a wish list. You fighting a titan. Yeah. I got a bullet in the chamber just ready to strike him.
If I told him once, I told him enough. I'm out for heads, there's no discussion, not a game nor a bluff. Yo, I would go insane just to make a point and leave him stuck. And the point of the matter is that all these niggas is butt. Do the water backsplash, funky mouth ass niggas that still talking shit. Back cause I ain't hung up my mic and called it quits while they slept. I was up through the night, plotting to get rich. No black forces, not hitting no licks. What? Cause niggas fold like steel chairs. Amped up that drip in they neck, got them yelling like Ric Flair. Please beware this mighty boot to the chest, leave him gasping for air. No Vader, but I'm here to bomb shit like Big Van Vader, but black. Fuck around and put motherfuckers' heads in the bag like I was slack. Cause these stupid motherfuckers really don't get the message. This the best little wrestling podcast in Texas. Motherfuckers.
Check them off like a wish list.
Yeah.
You fighting a titan.
Cause these stupid motherfuckers really don't get the message.
I got a bullet in the chamber just ready to strike him.
Yeah.
Check them off like a wish list. You fighting a titan.
This the best little wrestling podcast in Texas.
I got a bullet in the chamber just ready to strike him.
Yeah.
You fight.
And welcome to the best little wrestling podcast in Texas. And this is our Rampage recap for August 20th, 2021. And man, what an episode of Rampage.
Wow, they came live from the United Center in Chicago, hometown of CM Punk, and I cannot believe that they opened the show with that. I had fully thought they were going to hint to the very end and have him pop out then. But no, they gave us what we wanted at the very beginning, and I don't think there's anything that either of us could say that's going to do that justice.
I think that I thought if it was going to happen, because I was still on the fence on whether it was going to be real or not. Right. If it was going to happen, I thought it was going to happen at the beginning of the show, because they'll lose people real fast because motherfuckers will be.
I don't know. Anybody that's there to see CM Punk's going to wait till the end if that's what it takes.
No.
They've waited 7 years.
No, I know, but people will bail out like real fast. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and then plus you got to think about what's more important is how many people changed the channel within that 20 minutes to AEW. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I think majority of the viewers were.
No, dude.
I mean,
I bet the spike.
Happened at that 90-second commercial.
Yeah, at the commercial break. When they came back from commercial break, I bet within the next 2 minutes, they probably gained 1 million viewers.
Because what were the numbers last week?
800 and something.
Yeah, 800, like 850,000, I think is
what
it was.
Like, I think it was 890. I think it was 890.
I mean, it's still good numbers for the debut show of an hour-long program.
Yeah,
that airs directly after SmackDown.
That's 2 hours. So you're entering your third hour of wrestling on a Friday fucking night where a lot of motherfuckers have shit to do.
Yeah. And to make that many numbers on opening night, I can't wait to see what the numbers were like today.
Especially the target demographic that they're shooting for, 18 to 49.
And they've been owning that slot for how many weeks?
Yeah, but 9 o'clock on a Friday, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
To get those kind of numbers at 9 o'clock on a Friday after 2 hours of wrestling. And then tonight, I'm telling you, I'm sure they doubled it. And then some. They had to have.
I know they broke 1 million. That's a given. There's no way they didn't.
Bro, I would not be surprised.
Well, you're saying what, like 100? What, a mil 600?
I would say probably. I wouldn't be surprised if they broke 2 million tonight.
Oh, really?
Really? For that first CM Punk segment. Now, whether those people
hung around that long.
Yeah, I don't think that's the case, but I'm sure that in that 20 minute, in the first 30 minutes, I'll say, they had probably close to 2 million viewers. I'm just gonna take a guess right now.
I mean, I hope you're right. I absolutely
because look, dude, like, so we got the CM Punk intro right at the fucking top of the show. and he came out to the ring, the slow walkout, and the fans embraced him literally
we got
and figuratively.
5 entire minutes of welcome back Punk.
Yeah. And then they did that through the commercial
Through
break.
the commercial break, back
Right.
again for like 2 or 3 minutes.
So that gave people plenty of time to
hit their homeboys up. Or
hit their homeboys up.
Sit on Facebook and see that fucking post that, oh my God, CM Punk's back.
Yeah. Because think about it, dude. So look, dude, think about it like this. 800,000 motherfuckers are watching it regularly, right?
Yeah.
Those 800,000 motherfuckers probably just told 2 of their friends.
Probably.
One of their friends probably turned over and actually watched. Some of those people told 5 of their friends, 10 of their friends. Some of those people told thousands of their followers.
I don't even know if they needed to, though. I really don't, because I know people that don't even watch wrestling. Like at work, I heard somebody say something about CM Punk that they don't even watch wrestling.
Right.
You know, I don't even think they needed to tell anybody. This was a very pivotal moment in the wrestling landscape.
I'll tell you, you know, if I wasn't watching wrestling, this wouldn't make a fuck to me. You know what I mean? But like I said before, I wasn't a CM Punk fan.
Yeah.
Now tonight, dude's got me leaning towards wanting to be a fan, because that was one of the most powerful promos I've ever heard in wrestling ever. Like, just when he said that he left professional wrestling in 2005, and then August 20th, 2021, he returned. Just the amount of the size of the shit that he took on WWE in that sentence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the how many words he actually said without saying anything, or even
said the name. He didn't say
even
the other
mentioning
company.
He mentioned Ring of Honor. By name.
But he did not.
He never mentioned WWE. Mm. And dude, that's a crazy, wild amount of shade to throw.
But it's all legit shade. You can't bash it at all, because
you can't fuck with it. I didn't say shit to you by name. Mm-mm. And you don't want me to mention anything that happened when I worked for you. Cool, then I won't. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he doesn't have to.
Yeah. Oh no, dude.
It's all everybody knows already. He doesn't have to mention it. All he has to do is come out there and people remember. They see CM Punk and they remember all that kind of stuff. They remember the pipe bomb.
When he said that, though, sitting crisscross applesauce in the middle of the ring.
Oh God. He dropped down and I was ready. I was like, this is what we wanted.
The crowd popped when he sat down. You know what I mean? Like, that's just wild, bruh. Like, you're over some... And, you know, this is probably... you know, there's been a lot of returns to wrestling, right? Hogan's come back a million fucking times. The Rock, Stone Cold, blah, 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 blah.
None of them meant nothing, because they never went away on heat.
Right? Because... Yeah. They never really went away.
Maybe Hogan once, because he's a racist.
Yeah.
But nobody wanted to see him return.
But like, that's the thing. It's like, but nobody ever really went away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, the fans are the ones that haven't let CM Punk go away. That dude's been doing other shit this whole time. He don't care. Yeah. He fought MMA.
If that's what you call it.
I mean, he did all right. He did his best, dude. He wanted to try something.
Yeah, and he went out there. He made it happen.
More than either of us are fucking doing. You know what I mean? Like, I'll just sit here and criticize shit I can't do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it is what it is, right? Like, so he shot his shot at MMA, and he's doing his acting thing, and like, he's
commentating stuff.
Yeah.
He's commentating fights.
Right. Yeah. So he's got other shit going on.
Yeah.
Right. So, but dude, just the shit that he said tonight, like you make him realize that he missed professional wrestling. Right. And Ring of Honor, apparent, like everybody says that it just became a really toxic work environment back then.
Yeah.
Like that was why a lot of people bailed out when they did.
Yeah.
But so for him to say that, and then like, so he left there, went to WWE, which he thought was going to be better, but it was just,
no.
it was worse. It's just a micromanaged fucking hellhole for creativity. Like you want to be stifled, then go there. If you're just worried about getting like money and being stable,
being a stooge,
and just being a stooge basically, then do that. You know what I mean?
If you want to wrestle though, and you want to make history, and you want to
right
innovate the industry, you actually want to move that marker. You need to go. I mean, right now AEW is the place. So
what's great about back in like the old territories and shit, there wasn't no weird ass storylines really going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was just dudes.
It wasn't until broadcast TV till that stuff happened.
Yeah, but even then when it was on broadcast TV, like fucking in the late 70s, early 80s, there wasn't a lot of like every once in a while it was a dude cheating, like a dude fucking another dude's wife, right?
Yeah. It was a short story. It was like a couple
real short, just to build some fucking heat, right? But most of the time it was in like talking shit about the crowd, talking about the crowd's champion, like, you know what I mean? Calling dudes out. Everything was always like other dudes calling dudes out.
Calling dudes out at the beginning of the show, they wrestle by the end, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. And so the independent scene is built a lot like that, but like people don't really call people out, right?
Yeah.
Like, no, like the independent promoters just like,
you're going out there and wrestling whoever they got coming on booking.
Independent promoters will like book a venue and then just like they have a list of wrestlers and they'll just call them and be like, hey, are you open? You free this weekend? You want to wrestle? And then they'll just put the fucking card together.
Yeah.
And it's always like just nowadays.
Well, that's because independent wrestling don't have contracted wrestlers. They don't have somebody to count on every week. Right.
But nowadays, whenever they do that shit, it's like dream matches. You know what I mean? Because it's dudes that have been all over the place. A bunch of them.
Like Brandon Cardona and Nick Gage.
Yeah. Right.
Matt Cardona.
Matt Cardona and Nick Gage. Yeah. That was insanity.
Yeah.
And dude, nobody would ever, man, go tell me fucking 5 years ago
that you would have seen Zack Ryder.
Zack Ryder
was going to be in a hardcore death. Yeah.
Yeah. Zack Ryder would be the GCW champion. I would have told you you're smoking meth and you've lost your fucking mind, because that's insanity.
Yeah.
But look at where we're at now.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
It's 2021.
So it's crazy because we're kind of getting back into that weird territory mentality of motherfuckers calling motherfuckers out, but they're doing it on Twitter shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that, to me, that's fucking cool, because you get even better matches, and it builds up weird heat for like the hardcore fans, all of us that are following their Twitter and shit. Like, oh, he keeps talking shit to this. Shit, they've been talking shit back and forth.
Well, like I was
great.
You see what Max Caster's doing on Twitter.
Yeah.
So
smart man.
Yeah.
Smart man.
He ain't going nowhere.
We'll discuss that on Sunday.
Yeah, tune in Sunday for that discussion.
Yeah. for our weekly roundup where we discuss all the wrestling,
all the news,
all the wrestling.
Yeah.
But yeah, so CM Punk coming back
and coming back and calling out Darby Allin.
Coming back, so like 2004, 2005 was probably when the indies started hitting a lull because of Ring of Honor, and shit like that, right? And TNA and WWE. I think that was about when WWE did their mass hiring increase.
Yeah.
So a lot of things went to shit for the independent scene back then. So like, I get him wanting to get back into wrestling now when the energy is back.
Yeah.
Like the independent scene, dude, I'm telling you right now. And I was saying it in 2019. Like 2018, 2019, that the independent scene is becoming super on. It's becoming its own mainstream promotion. All these independent promotions are becoming their own mainstream promotion.
And that's the thing about working with AEW is I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a contract, an exclusive contract with them. He can go to any of these other promotions and help them.
Well, I'm sure he has an open working contract like probably everybody else does.
Yeah.
Where they can go and work other shit.
Yeah.
If they
that's what I'm saying. So he could go to the MLWs and the
New Japan.
and all these other promotions and bring viewers to them. Because
Yeah.
anywhere he goes, he's gonna bring viewers.
Yeah. And bro, like, I'm not into CM Punk, but I can imagine just some of the build for some of the matches and some of the matches that he could have. I think, man, and AEW's style of booking is real, like, independent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's the same kind of like they have their little storylines in there, but mostly not.
No, they could bring in people like when they brought in Warhorse, or when they brought in Matt Cardona. You know, they'd come in on a little week for Matt Cardona or for Warhorse one night. Came in.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, New Japan. It's all just dudes don't like each other. Just calling each other out.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's old school
you know
wrestling again, and that's what we needed, and that's what's been holding us back is this drawn out storyline that lead us nowhere, and they do it over and over again, rerun after rerun after rerun. We dealt with for how many 2 decades?
Look, dude, and I'll tell you this right now. Anybody that signs on to WWE now
is only in it for the money. Has to be.
Or they're holding out for Vince McMahon to die.
Hot take.
You know what I mean?
Speaking of the old
like if they're like, fuck it, man, I can just fucking grit my teeth and fucking bear it until this old motherfucker dies and somebody better takes over the company. Well, I don't think that's gonna happen.
No.
I don't see
He's gonna sell it. He's gonna sell it before that happens.
I don't know, man. Just because Nick Khan said that they're open for business doesn't mean that they're trying to sell, unless that was his pitch. Like, hey, yeah, fuck it, we'll do anything. And all these companies are like, wait, they're selling? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, speaking of the old man, what do you think he was doing tonight? Do you think he was watching?
Do I think Vince McMahon was watching? No. Not at all. I don't think Vince McMahon watches any of the other wrestling.
I don't even think he watches his own wrestling.
Yeah, I think he barely watches his own product. But I'm sure he does watch it. I'm sure he watches a match here and there throughout the night, right during the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think he watches fucking anything else. I think if he did, he would start maybe having a fucking clue.
No dope.
You know what I mean? But the problem is Vince McMahon has always been so disconnected with humanity. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't say that he's a sociopath, but I'm saying that he's cold. So he doesn't understand real emotion. Like tonight, like what CM Punk did in that ring.
Yes.
Like Vince McMahon doesn't understand that shit.
Okay.
And people keep saying shit about the pipe bomb, and like everybody has already came out and said like most of the pipe bomb
was scripted. Yeah, he even said it.
Yeah, So
Can
that doesn't mean shit to me.
yeah.
Right.
So three shows in a row, we had heartfelt moments, feel good moments. We got Fuego getting a contract, last Rampage. We got Sammy Guevara and Pam getting engaged on Dynamite. And then tonight we got CM Punk's promo. 3 heartfelt, feel good moments in wrestling. You don't get that with the other product. I can't remember a time that I ever had a heartfelt moment watching that. Never.
Bro, there ain't been a feel good. Nikki Ash winning the championship was probably the closest.
Not for majority of the fans.
Well, no, because we don't give a shit. Right. And see, that's the thing now. It's like Vince McMahon's disconnection with humanity is what's created this whole disconnection with the fans and his product. Because, like, dude, you're just making weird soap operas now. Weird
reruns.
Weird reruns of weird soap operas. And like CM Punk tonight, dude, changed the wrestling landscape forever.
I fully agree with that.
Just by showing up. Yeah.
Just by his music popping.
Yeah, dude, I thought that was really awesome. I'm really excited.
I mean, I gotta say,
and he says he'll be there on Wednesday.
Hey,
and he'll be there at All Out.
Hey, if he's
he's gonna wrestle
Darby Allin at All Out, man. He called out Darby Allin right there on the spot.
Man,
that's what we were talking about earlier.
I'll tell you what, dude. I had to smoke a cigarette after that shit. After that promo, I didn't cry or nothing, but like I've always said, like I wasn't ever a CM Punk dude. Like I didn't really give a shit, right? And I didn't care that he was coming back. It doesn't really matter to me. I think it matters to me because it's gonna make wrestling better. That's why I'm fucking for it.
But as of AEW, honestly, I don't think AEW needed it to continue on the path it's going. But now,
did AEW need CM Punk? No. But no, dude. But did
AEW get a fucking win with CM Punk?
Look,
yes.
No, dude. This ain't a win because AEW has never really taken a shot at WWE. But I'm
not saying like a win against somebody. I'm just saying win in like monetary.
Right? No, dude. If you get into the wrestling game, everybody knows who you're going against. At the end of the day. You're going against fucking Ringling Brothers and Barnum and fucking Bailey of wrestling.
Yeah.
You're going, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But tonight was a shot across WWE's bow. Like, literally.
They thought, you thought.
Say, bro.
NXT could have cut it.
Yeah, because if WWE doesn't get their shit together, and I mean like.
Quick.
They better there better be some fucking dynamite. No pun intended. There better be fucking dynamite at motherfucking SummerSlam.
Or at least the Raw after it. Now, I don't get it, because SummerSlam's already planned. You can't really, I think changing anything up drastically right this second for SummerSlam would hurt it in the long run. How after SummerSlam, how you play out Monday Night Raw after SummerSlam and there on out, they better step their game up.
Yeah.
Hard.
Yeah, dude.
Hard.
Because now now that they know it wasn't bullshit about CM Punk.
Mm-hmm.
Now that people know, you know who's next.
Yeah, I was about to say we still got more coming.
Yeah, Bryan Danielson and Ruby Soho, bro.
And there's supposed to be somebody else. I heard there's somebody else besides those three.
It's gonna be Buddy Matthews. You jack shit.
I hope
it's gonna be. It is. Did you see the?
I saw the promo today. Yes, I did.
Did you see both parts of it?
Yes, I did.
Bruh, I'm fucking stoked. I watched 205 Live just to fucking
Just to
Buddy
see
Murphy.
Murphy. Yep.
Yeah. Dude, his shit with Tony Nese, man, bruh, they all had everything that Buddy Murphy did was really great. And now that he's Buddy Matthews and he's gonna be himself, I'm excited because that dude was brutal. But yeah, dude, so CM Punk called out Darby Allin for All Out, so they're gonna have a match at All Out.
Yep.
And then we had Jurassic Express versus Private Party.
And that was a pretty through match. I mean, we called it at the beginning.
It was the longest match of the night.
Yeah.
Well, CM Punk took up 25 minutes of Rampage,
which
of an hour show.
Was absolutely worth it.
No, yeah, it was fine. And really, the promo didn't feel long-winded or like it stretched out too long, or it didn't. I wasn't ever like, okay, dude, wrap it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, everybody was on the edge of their seat the entire time.
Yeah, we sat here
literally.
Silence. In silence, yeah.
Yeah. Nothing that, like I said at the beginning, nothing we can say about that promo.
Dude,
you have to watch it. If you didn't watch it, I don't think there's many of you out there that didn't watch it, but if you ain't watched it by now,
dude, go watch it because it is he shits on WWE so hard.
But nonchalantly.
Yeah. Just in the most cold-blooded shit I've ever seen. I thought it was amazing. I will stand by that. That's probably one of the most powerful promos I've ever seen. Straight up. And like probably one of the most powerful returns to wrestling I've ever seen.
And I don't even think we've mentioned it yet. That was all shoot. That was
none of that.
Straight from the hip. And he came out there
was.
and said that he had planned nothing to say. He didn't know what he was wanting to say. You know, and I fully believe him by the way that speech was. You can't get that kind of
bruh, you could tell on his face. You could tell on his face when he first came out.
He meant every word. And that was all from inside and off the hip.
Yeah. It's all right. I know you cried.
Shut up.
It was good though. And then so Jurassic Express fucking
caught the win. It was a pretty just a clean ass match, you know.
I really like that little finisher they be doing.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
They had a little interference between Marco Stunt and Matt Hardy for a second, but didn't lead to nothing. Pretty clean win.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't bad. It was good.
We
knew they were gonna.
The note of the night for that match: the moon seen across the world.
Oh yeah, they pulled Jungle Boy's whole ass out.
How many ladies were in their living rooms?
Just losing
their minds.
Just losing their minds.
Oh.
Losing their mind. Jungle Boy's whole ass. Jungle butt.
Hey, but they got the win.
Yeah.
They're going on in the tournament. Next, Dynamite, we get Lucha Brothers versus
Varsity
Blondes.
And you say Varsity Blondes are going to
I call Varsity Blondes because I think it's going to help the pack. Lucha Brothers issue lead with Andrade. It's going to lead into that. They're going to catch the loss, and there's going to be some storytelling there.
Nah, I think that'll happen between the Lucha Brothers and Jurassic Express.
And you think Lucha Brothers is going to beat Jurassic Express too?
No, I think Lucha Brothers are going to beat Varsity Blondes, and then I think the Lucha Brothers are going to have some shenanigans happen and lose against Jurassic Express.
And that's going to cause the riff.
Yeah. You're thinking too quick, bro. You're thinking in WWE. You're thinking in WWE minutes. Don't do that.
It's bad for business. It's bad for business.
Stretch it out, my G.
Yeah.
We're moving pay-per-views here. We ain't got a network. We're moving pay-per-views.
Right.
So yeah.
We only got 4.
Yeah. So yeah, you got to dial it back, bro.
Yep.
Dial it back a little bit.
I mean, they do. It works.
I thought it was really good. I thought it was a really good match, and I'm excited for this little tag team tournament.
Yeah.
I love good tag team wrestling. Like solid.
Yep.
I love solid tag team wrestling, but especially when a tag team can tell a story together. When 4 dudes can tell a really good story in ring together, It's good stuff.
Yep.
It's really good stuff.
Yep.
And then we had Jade Cargill fucking smash Kiera Hogan.
Yep.
Terrible, dude.
Well,
Kiera Hogan is a good wrestler.
She deserves so more than that. So much more.
Yeah, dude. Kiera Hogan is a really good wrestler. And coming out of Impact and all the shit that she's done in Impact and all the women that she's wrestled in Impact and had really good ass matches with in Impact.
She was part of the most recent tag champions, correct?
Yeah, her and Tasha Steelz were Fire and Flavor.
Fire, yeah.
Yeah, and they were the
they just recently split up, and then I guess she's coming over here.
Well, yeah, it was her final. She basically got drug out of the company. Was her final moment in Impact. She got drug out of the company by Tasha Steelz and her new chick.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was all. I don't know. I thought it was a terrible way to take her out, but I knew she was going to AEW because she had already been on Dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she was winning. She won her Dark matches, didn't she?
I think so.
You know what I thought was really weird about this whole thing? Was that we have never seen Kiera Hogan on Dynamite. We haven't seen, or Rampage.
Well, did we see her last week on Dynamite?
Who?
Kiera Hogan? Yeah.
No. She made it. No, this is her debut.
I guess it was on Dark that I saw her, I guess.
So I'm saying she's been on the past 2 or 3
Well,
Darks.
what did we talk about last week? We had the discussion about them just throwing somebody on Dark once and then putting them on the main show, acting like everybody should know who they are.
Yeah, well, see, it's not just that. I mean, I know they're counting on the hardcore fans, which is their fan base, really.
Really?
To know who Kiera Hogan is from Impact and shit, because she is a former champion. But what I didn't get was that she hadn't been on shit, and there was a video package for her and shit. Like that, I thought that was weird. That they ran a pretty lengthy video package on her and Jade Cargill before that match.
Was it all just like from her one match in Dark?
No, it was just a video segment. The interview. It was just like a little interview segment.
Oh, okay.
And like, it lasted longer than the fucking match did. And it's like, why even give her the interview if you're just gonna have her come out and job to Jade Cargill? Like, what's the point? Why'd you even waste the fucking money on filming all that shit just to do the? Like, honestly, if you were just doing that, just do the one for fucking Jade Cargill. There doesn't need to be one on the fucking chick she just squashed. There's no reason for that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't understand what they were thinking with that whole thing. Because, yeah, the video package lasted longer than the match. And Jade Cargill did the same 3 moves.
Yep. Just like she did last week.
Yeah, and that sucks because Kiera Hogan is a good wrestler and she could have had a really good match. So that sucked. I didn't think that. I thought that was probably that was definitely the worst spot of the show.
Rampage, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they got to protect her. So,
yeah.
But
and then
we got Jon Moxley versus Daniel Garcia.
Dude,
with
Red
Kingston and 2.0 in the corners.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about that. That match was good though.
Yeah.
For as little time as they had. I think it came out right at around 7 minutes, 8 minutes.
I think they had 6 minutes.
Total? At like from bell time?
Yep.
Yeah, you're probably right. That was a really good match, dude. And like I've been diving into Daniel Garcia stuff, Red Death. His indie stuff is fire. And bro, he's just been wrestling so goddamn much. Like the past few months and a while now. He's got some great matches out there, and really I could sit here and probably list off 10 that you can go look up, but you just type in fucking Daniel Garcia versus in your YouTube and enjoy, because that kid is I think, and this is me personally, right? And I hate to sound like this and shit, whenever he wrestled tonight, did it not feel like there was any impact whenever he was hitting the mat?
Not really.
You know what I mean? Like it felt like he wasn't. It felt like there wasn't a lot of anything behind what he was doing. It looked really great, flowed really well, and it looked hard, right? But it just felt like it wasn't hard. And it's like, I wonder if it's just because he's so slight in stature. Because he's not a big dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I mean, he's a decent height, but like, he's just real narrow. So I wonder if that's kind of a problem. Like,
Maybe he hasn't learned to slap the mat very well.
well, he's also a kid. So, you know, he's still a growing boy and shit. So it's not like, I think, and I guess that's the point that I'm really trying to make. It's like I'd like to see him just a little bit thicker, I think. But other than that, dude, I'm a huge.
I mean, you
I'm
can
a
say
huge,
that about a lot of wrestlers in AEW,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can also see that a lot of the wrestlers have been getting thicker, especially
Yeah.
like Darby Allin's starting to get a little gain on him.
Yeah. Well, and dude, it's not just AEW. It's across a lot of promotions, and it's not just I don't know, man. A lot of people are just shorter nowadays, man. People aren't really that tall anymore. So it's like, and then a lot of us that are short just wanted to be wrestlers. You know what I mean? Like I did for a long time. So it's like, I don't know. I think that is probably the last thing that'll hold him back. Really, is
His size.
Him being kind of small. But I don't think it'll hold him back in AEW. Obviously,
No, obviously not.
Fucking main event Rampage tonight against John Moxley.
Yep.
And that's if that ain't.
Have you noticed that they got so far both episodes of Rampage? They had a fresh new star.
Yeah.
On the program.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We had Fuego del Sol last week.
Mm-hmm.
This week we got Daniel Garcia, even Jake Cargill and Kiera Hogan. You know, those are fresh faces on a main show. Like we said earlier, you know.
Yeah, I think they're doing
2 million viewers just saw that. Hopefully they stuck around, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're doing the right thing.
Yeah, absolutely. You gotta push the future. We've been stuck for the past 2 decades watching the same wrestlers do the same stuff over and over and over. And finally we got some young people that with a good push could lead the future.
Yeah. I mean, I think people rag on AEW a lot about hiring WWE guys.
I hate that argument.
I think it's really smart.
I don't think they do, though. If you look at the things, how many wrestlers have they released over the past year?
Who, WWE?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, dude. Like,
and how many of them did AEW pick up?
A few.
3?
No, I mean, a little more than that.
But, you know, you can't sit here and say that one company has ruled the roost for 2 decades, had the top of all the best wrestlers on their program, and a new company comes along with a good chance of making a name, and they're not going to take from the best pick?
Exactly. And it's not like you can't build a promotion for TV off of pure independent talent.
No, absolutely not. You need faces that are recognizable.
Yeah, because if you could, then some independent promotion would work like this. Right. So it's like you've got to have the money and the star power to make this whole thing happen.
Thank God for the cons.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, and it started with Chris Jericho and John Moxley.
Yep.
Who were ex-WWE guys. Right.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that
Cody Rhodes.
It's like they have these people that they know the spotlight will be on. So they put these people right next to the spotlight, right? So as this spotlight dims, eventually
Another one, right?
they can just,
they just
you know what I mean?
shift it over.
Yeah, and it's like, and they're doing it so smart because a lot of us don't realize it's happening.
Well, like look what just happened last on Dynamite. Jericho put over MJF.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, man. A lot of us knew that was going to happen.
I know, but still, that's not neither here nor there. It happened, and now
Right.
MJF has a higher card. I don't know what's the word I'm looking for.
I'm not sure, Brady.
A higher value.
Yeah,
There, we'll go with that one.
that'll work. And yeah, you're right. He does have a higher value now. That Jericho put him over after all those matches and all the labors, and it wasn't a pay-per-view.
Nope.
But that doesn't matter.
Nope.
Um,
And that's what I love about AEW only having 4 pay-per-views. You could do the awesome stuff on network television.
yeah. Well, and they do a lot of dope shit on television. Like, there's been a lot of good stuff on television. There's been a lot of bad stuff too. Do you remember what was that shit that Brandy Rhodes did there for a while?
I mean that. You can't blame. They just started out. They're trying to figure it out. It was bad. It was so bad. The poor girl that got shaved her head for that too.
Meg.
Poor Meg.
I don't know. Yeah, that was all pretty bad.
So yeah,
what'd you think of Oh yeah, so John Moxley beat Danny Garcia after 6 minutes. It was a pretty good match. Danny Garcia worked his leg a lot.
Yeah, worked that leg hard.
It was a really smart match. I thought it was really good.
But then
everybody ran in.
Kind of like a little.
All the people. Oh, and then Darby Allin and Sting came out to join.
John Moxley and Kingston to make it evens.
Yeah, and then Sting hit the Stinger Splash on 2.0.
Yeah.
Both of them. And then laid them down next to each other like BBs. And Darby Allin did a coffin drop on both of them.
Yep.
You think they just brought 2.0 around to be crash test dummies?
I mean, they act like crash test dummies.
Yeah. Yeah. So what you think of the Night's Rampage there, big guy?
I think it's a new age of wrestling. I think it started on April 20th, 2021.
Bro, I think
August.
tonight will go down in history as one of the moments in wrestling that changed everything.
You remember back in the day when WCW was here and WWF was here, and then that shift that just right there when that went, where that first little, that's what just happened.
Yeah, I was a teenager, dude, whenever all that shit was going on. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, but and I remember all of the Monday Night Wars and the.
I mean, I remember it too. I remember DX rolling up in the tank.
And I'll tell you this, dude. And like the death of WCW and Vince McMahon buying WCW and all that.
And the way it went down.
Yeah, I don't think this. I don't think that. I think that Vince McMahon buying WCW pales in comparison to what happened tonight.
Ooh, those are big words.
As far as what it means for wrestling moving forward.
In a world that's based on content.
Because think about it, dude. When Vince McMahon bought WCW, it didn't ever feel like the beginning of anything.
It felt like the ending of something else.
Look, dude, I'll say the first couple weeks, we really thought and hoped that we were going to see those dream matches that we got 5 years later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we really thought we were going to get those matches. And then we didn't. And then it felt like something had died.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? it wasn't a good feeling. It didn't feel like the beginning. It didn't feel like the dawn of a new era of good wrestling. It felt like the end of an era of what we all knew was wrestling. This feels like the dawn of a new era of wrestling. This feels like the beginning of something. This doesn't feel like the end of anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This feels important. And dude, I'm not a CM Punk fan, but you can't. I sit here, dude, and I could feel it. You couldn't help but feel it.
No.
You know what I mean?
So there's gonna be videos of that circulating for the next month.
Yeah. His words are gonna get fucking
heard.
Put on memes forever, bro.
Yep.
Like it's just gonna happen.
There's gonna be an NFT probably.
Yeah, there's gonna be, dude. It's just gonna be. This is gonna be big shit, man, and it's gonna change everything. And it's just gonna keep getting more exciting. And now I'm curious. What the fuck is WWE gonna do tomorrow besides bring in Becky Lynch?
You think that's happening tomorrow?
Look, dude. The only way that they could have ever even like stopped what was happening tonight. Not even stopped. Put a speed bump in front of what was gonna happen tonight. Was bring in Becky Lynch tonight on SmackDown at the end of that Bianca Belair match.
Yeah.
That was the only way that they were ever going to fucking combat anything that was about to happen.
Oh, talking about CM Punk, yeah.
Yeah, and they didn't do it.
Well, I don't think Becky Lynch would even put up a fight, honestly, against that.
What do you mean?
The pop. I don't think the pop of Becky Lynch coming back could come close to the pop we just saw with CM Punk.
I don't know, dude. Because people have been waiting for Becky Lynch to come back, too.
But it's not like Becky Lynch left on the terms like CM Punk did. Like you said earlier, it's like fucking...
No, Becky Lynch left because she was pregnant.
I know. It's just like The Rock leaving because he got a movie shoot.
But you think that pop won't be similar?
No.
Okay.
Like you said earlier. Like you said out your words earlier.
Yeah.
When people come and go because of movies, because of pregnancies, because of whatever.
What I'm saying though, is you don't think Becky Lynch coming back, you don't think that pop will be similar?
I think it will probably be as loud. I don't think it'll have the same meaning.
Well, I didn't say that, Brady. That's not what the fuck I'm asking.
Okay.
I said the pop. You think the pop will be similar?
Probably.
All right, that's all.
Because
I'm
they
look, bro.
They
look,
pump
bitch,
that shit in.
Yeah, look, you're gonna pop when Becky Lynch comes back. I'm gonna pop when Becky Lynch comes back. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just fucking.
Oh,
I'm saying you're right. It's not as meaningful, and it won't mean shit. Actually, really,
it won't.
Doesn't mean anything. It's just
Nothing.
another motherfucker for Charlotte Flair to shoe up. It doesn't matter. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, so at the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter.
No.
But tonight AEW rewrote the landscape, and they have been. And I feel like they're going to continue to.
Every week, I feel like they grab another rung.
Yeah.
And then the next week, another rung. And they just keep climbing this ladder until they're going to be on top.
Yeah.
And there's no stopping it. It's a freight train. And it is on track and hauling ass.
I think this time next year, we're going to be in a very, very different place.
Well, you just saw they could fill a stadium.
Yeah.
Just proved it.
On a maybe.
On a maybe. Not a guarantee. On some hearsay.
On a maybe. It's going to get wild, dude.
Shit is
Well, anyways. As always, thank you for joining us. And if you enjoyed it, give us a like. share it. Please subscribe. We want to get paid. This has been a crazy night in wrestling, man. And
please
thanks.
come on down and tell us in the comments what you thought about CM Punk's return. Let us know what you feel about the future of wrestling. I want to hear it. And I appreciate every one of y'all joining us tonight. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow for SmackDown. What we decide to call it?
SmackDown session.
SmackDown sessions tomorrow morning, coming at you live. And then we got
SummerSlam review tomorrow.
SummerSlam tomorrow night. We'll be live in action. It'll probably be posted early Sunday morning, and then Sunday afternoon we'll have our weekly roundup. So we got a bunch of content coming to you guys. I hope y'all appreciate it. I hope y'all stay with us. I appreciate every one of y'all, and thank y'all for being with us today. For Needles, I'm the Fat Man. We out.
Shit like Big Van Vader but black. Fuck around and put motherfuckers' heads in the bag like I was slack. Cause these stupid motherfuckers really don't get the message. This the best little wrestling podcast in Texas. Motherfuckers
Check them off like a wish list.
Yeah.
You fighting a titan.
Cause these stupid motherfuckers really don't get the message.
I got a bullet in the chamber just ready to strike them.
Yeah.
Check them off like a wish list. You fighting a titan.
This the best little wrestling podcast in Texas.